Hi everyone, and this is part 2 of our little pun networking setup here. So just a little FYI, so this pun setup stuff is still in beta, so it might have a little quirks here and there, and Playmaker has let me know that it is also in the process of being updated, so certain things might be updated as we go along, especially using sort of those events that we were looking at, the callback events. Will hopefully be added globally so we don't have to type them out, which can be a bit of a process, but we'll see how that goes along. But in the meantime, this should still work, and let's do that. Now I've changed the background color of the scene just by adjusting it in the main camera. If you've been following along, changed to a solid color from a skybox, so that looks a little better for us. I changed the button color, the normal color to blue, the text to white, and the disabled color to yellow. So I think that it just looks a little bit nicer, and I've added a title. Now I also want my users to be able to put in a username or a sort of a nickname as they play. So we're going to do that next just by choosing Canvas, choosing UI, and we're going to use the input field of TextMesh Pro. And we'll create it right here. Let's just go over to the scene, and you can set yourself to 2D if you need to, and double click on the canvas. And I will just make sure that this is centered by holding down the Alt key. I'll just grab it here and move it down a little bit. I'm going to set it to be the same size. And I think we were about 300, and I think we set about 50 would do it. Okay, then we can just open this up, and let's just type in the word like username. I guess we leave that one blank. We use these text area placeholders. It says enter text. So we'll just type in a username, ... and a placeholder text. Okay, so that should do it. Then we're going to go back to our FSM, wherever it may be. And when we try to, let's see here, when are we going to use this? Okay, so we want to use this on success. When we've successfully joined a room, we want to get this information, just in case they try and adjust it while the whole process of clicking is going on, so that we don't lose that information. So on success here, we will add sort of a finish state here, and we want to get input. So let's type get input. And we have this text, get TextMesh Pro input text, and we need to say where is it. And I'm just going to be a lazy person and drop it in here. And now I'm not sure if it's here. Okay, yeah, it's here. So I guess it's at the root of the input TextMesh field. And we want to save this text as a string. And we'll just call it nickname, because that's what it's used by Photon. And we want to do a little check, and let's see if we can do this with Playmaker. So let's see what our string actions are. So if the string is empty, string compare. So we'll get it and then compare the string. So if the string is nickname is compared to empty, and we'll make a make name. If it's not equal, then we'll just say keep the name. So we will make a name, or we will keep the name. So if we're going to keep the name, then we want to set nickname for Photon. And we can go over to the inspector, and let's just type in nickname. And we have pun set nickname. And we're just going to give it the nickname. And if people left it blank, we could say set string. And you know what? We probably want to come up with some kind of a random name, so the we'll make a, let's see how to do this, a new variable. We'll call this base name. And we'll call them player. And then we'll get a random int. And we want to generate, say, a number between 1 and 100, so that should be, or even 1 and 1,000 should be more than enough. And we'll say this variable as random int. Then we could say we want an int to string, because we want to combine these together. So let's make sure we do these in order. So the int variable is random int, and we're going to save it to a string. And we want to call this, I don't know, random string number. Okay, now we want to join these together. So let's see if we have a string join here. We do. So that works for an array. String append. Oh, that's even better. So let's use this. Join, replace, append, get, format, build string. Oh. Okay, maybe, yeah, let's maybe use that. So append, remove, build string. We'll throw this one into the very bottom. We're going to build our own string. And we just need 2 parts. And the first part is the base name. And the second part will be a random string number. And the separator will be a space. Maybe I'll do like a space dash space. And then we can save it as nickname. And then we'll call this create name. Add a finish to this. And we'll go set nickname. And let's see if this works. So let's try and do it first without setting any name and see if it actually generates our name or not. So we're going to say connect to master. This is connecting. You can see my nice new colors. And okay, so the highlight color kind of sucks, so we could adjust that. Join room, joining, join success, and set nickname. And I see at the end it added an extra dash, space dash, because I guess, let's see what our options are. Add to end, right? So we don't need to add a separator to the end. So we can unclick that, and then that should fix that. And let's just test by putting in our username. So they should be able to add this at any point in the process here. It shouldn't mess anything up. And check our nickname, and that's correct. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to leave this as just its own separate little tutorial, but what this will help us do is have a nickname assigned to, or a name, username, whatever it may be. You could save this in player prefs, so your player wouldn't have to keep entering it every time. It could load it up from player prefs and say, hey, do we have a nickname already? And I have a tutorial on player prefs if you want to check that out. I think I was using it for scoring, and it will teach you how to save and get from player prefs. And then that way, when they join the room, other friends could find them by their nickname, and you can also use the nickname to display your username sort of above your character or somewhere else like that, so you can tell who's in the room with you. So there we go. Let's move on to the next tutorial.